I think one of the most overlooked things when it comes to YouTube is the fact that if you want to learn literally anything, I'm talking if you want to learn how to change your oil, find a date, make money, start a business, use a software, literally anything, you can type it into YouTube and learn it. And the reason why I think it's so dope is because it doesn't matter how much money you have, how smart you are, or what college you can get into, you can literally learn whatever you want if you're willing to put in the time and effort. And if you go to Google Trends, which is another thing that is owned by Google and YouTube, you just type in how to right here in the search term, and you could see from 2004 to present, it's going way up. So more and more people are doing this now because it's just so simple. But what you may not know is that the people making these how-to videos are raking in the dough, but not from the way you'd expect. So in this video, not only will I show you exactly how to make these same videos yourself, even if you're a complete beginner without ever having to show your face on camera, but I'll also be showing you the special monetization method that the smart channels are using that allows them to make way more money and make it before they ever get monetized on YouTube. So with that being said, just make sure to smash the like button and let's get into the video. All right, so before we get started, some of you may know that it's my birthday month, and I said I was gonna be doing some awesome giveaways for my course community for my birthday month, but I know not everyone can afford to join my courses. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give away free access to one person in the comments below to my $1,000 high ticket YouTube secrets course and my no face YouTube course. So with that being said, if you wanna be entered in for the drawing for the free courses, go into the YouTube comments right now and type in, I wanna start a YouTube channel because, and then add the reason at the end, and I'll pick one winner from this video and announce it on my next video. All right, so now that you've done that, for step number one, I'm just gonna show you a couple example channels. And the first one is Surfside PPC, and the second one is WP Cupid blog WordPress Tutorials. And the reason I'm showing you these is just so you can kind of understand some more about like how the videos work, what niches work better, and how you can make money if you do things a certain way. So first off, when it comes to how these videos actually work, it's very simple. Like all these tutorial videos are the exact same. They show a screen recording of them showing how to do something. Very simple. And don't worry, I'll be showing you free software that allows you to screen record, so it's not a big deal at all if you don't know how to do that. But when it comes to their niches, you can see obviously this one's WordPress Tutorials and Surfside PPC is digital marketing education. And I really suggest trying to be in a specific niche. At the start, you can kind of go a little broad. Like you could be like, I make tutorials on software, but you don't want to be making a tutorial about how to change your oil and then the next day how to get dates or whatever, you know what I mean? So keep it like in the same category at least. But when you're more specific, like just WordPress tutorials, it can be very powerful. Right? Like obviously you're gonna get less views and have less subscribers than one that's broad like digital marketing education, but it doesn't always mean you'll make less money. Let me explain. When it comes to Surfside PPC, how they make money, they pretty much just rely on their ad revenue, right? So they're probably making more than this, but let's just say they're making $1,000 a month for example purposes. Now for WP Cupid blog, if we click on one of their videos, you can see the top link is to Bluehost. Okay, so what this is that monetization method I was talking about. And if you were to click on Surfside PPC's videos, like right here, they don't have any monetization links. They just have a YouTube playlist here because they're trying to get people to watch more of their videos to make more ad revenue. And then if we go back here and go back again, you can see they have videos about HostGator, which is another web hosting, just like Bluehost. And what those monetization links actually are is they are affiliate links. And what those are is basically, it means anytime someone clicks on one of those links and makes a purchase, the company gives you a commission. And if I type into Google right here, how much does HostGator pay affiliates? You can see right here, $50 to $125 for each customer. That's insane, right? So you would need what, like 10 people signing up to make more money than that $1,000 a month. All right, so you can make a lot of money from affiliate marketing. Not to mention, there are some software out there that pay you huge recurring commissions. So you can make money every single month. And that's why these tutorial videos are so powerful and can make so much money. But that's basically the gist of how that all works. And then for step number 2, you have to decide what niche you're gonna be in. For this example, I'm just gonna use the WordPress tutorials, and that's a great niche, but feel free to choose whatever niche you want. But one important thing I wanna mention really quick, and this comes from a comment I get on pretty much all of my videos. And let's say I'm making a video about YouTube, right? Someone will always comment, but I don't know how to edit videos. I can't do this, right? And I just want to say that everyone starts at zero with absolutely no knowledge. I didn't know how to edit videos when I first started. The point is, you have to learn. So when you're first starting out, don't feel like you have to know how to do anything to get started, because you won't know anything. But more importantly, don't use that as an excuse to not learn and to not take action. But with that being said, if you're willing to learn and you're not going to use that as an excuse, here's my advice and exactly what I did when I first started. For example, let's say you're gonna make a channel about WordPress tutorials and you don't even know what WordPress is, you've never used it in your life, never even heard of it, right? The beautiful thing about the internet is you can go to YouTube and you can type in how to use WordPress. And that's literally what I did. Like when I was learning how to use software, for example, rather than jumping into the software, trying to figure it out on my own, that never works. I've tried it. You'll literally spend hours and just get pissed off. So what I did is I would jump into the software and then I would look up the most in-depth tutorial and spend like an hour or 2 watching the tutorial and following along as I'm watching it. And what that did is it really just helped me get started and understand how things worked. And then it was just so simple from there on. And the best part is, if you're trying to learn like a software, for example, pretty much every software nowadays has a free trial. So whether you're learning the software or you're making a video on the software, you can do it without having to pay any money if you don't want to. So there's my secret. It's out the box. You just have to want to put in the work. It's that simple. But now, after you've picked your niche and you got that all situated, for step number 3, we have to actually come up with video ideas that will get views. So since we're in the WordPress tutorial niche, I would just go to YouTube and I would type in WordPress tutorial. And you can see right here, these top videos have a good amount of views. And what you would do is click on those videos and recreate them. And I would also create like a notepad list of all these channels and all their videos. That way I can go to these channels, like create WP site right here. I would go to their videos and I would go to most popular and I'd recreate their most popular videos. And this is where a lot of people screw up, because they're trying to reinvent the wheel and come up with all this crazy content about a topic they know really nothing about. And that's just not what you want to do. You definitely do not need to reinvent the wheel. Obviously, I don't mean copy their popular videos word for word, but there's something those videos did that triggered the YouTube algorithm and made it get a lot of views. So if you create a similar video, you should get similar results. And one major tip I want to give you is, you can see their most popular video here is WordPress Tutorial for Beginners 2020. So that's very broad. It's just how to use WordPress. If we go back to this WordPress tutorials channel that I showed you at the start, you can see they really mastered something specific on this. How to start a food blog, how to start a personal blog, how to start an educational blog, how to start a travel blog, photography blog. So obviously these videos are going to get less views because it's not as broad. There's not as many people typing in WordPress tutorial as there is how to start a food blog. However, people typing in how to start a food blog are ready to start a food blog. And what do all people starting a food blog need? Web hosting. So you can really crush it with these super niche videos, and you can see he crushed it. And another major tip I will give you is start making some different types of video ideas. Like make some broad ones, make some super niched ones. And then when one specific video that you have gets more views than the other, really start making more videos on that topic. That's obviously what he did. He probably made one of these videos and it did well, so he just did it again for every niche. And that's also what I did on my channel when it comes to YouTube content. It's really that simple. But now, after you've got all that down and you've decided what video you want to recreate, this is where most people would start creating the video, but then they would miss out on one very important step. And that step is step number 4, which is planning the title, the tags, and the description. For me, I personally use a tool called Morning Fame, which truly that tool I can factor so much of my channel's success to, it's insane. And the reason I say that is because yes, it does take a little bit of extra time to do this, but it's something a lot of other channels aren't doing. So in turn, my videos are gonna rank better, get more views, and make more money. And I'm not gonna show a complete Morning Fame tutorial in this video because I've showed it countless times, but I will show you this is what it looks like after you've completed all the steps and what a finished video will look like, right? So I got my title here, all completed. I got my entire description here, all completed. And then I got all my tags here, all completed. And they help you with all of this. And look, my relevance here is higher than the other videos, so I'm more likely to rank on this keyword, which was how to get your first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in 2021. So that's just a super important step, and I highly suggest not skipping that. And you can use Morning Fame like me or TubeBuddy. That's a free Chrome extension that also does things similar to this. So I'll link both of those in the description below. Oh, also make sure you get your affiliate links ready and put them in the description. Obviously this isn't an affiliate link, that's just as an example, but to actually get your affiliate links, let's say you wanted to do HostGator. So you would go to Google and you would type in HostGator affiliate program, and you could change HostGator for any software, anything, and then add affiliate program at the end, and you can see right here first things to come up. And then you would hit join now, and then you just fill out all this information, and then you would get approved and get your affiliate link so you can start making money. But now, once you've got all that taken care of, it's time for step number 5, where we actually create the tutorials. And creating these videos has 3 main parts to it, which are scripting, recording, and editing. Some people can do these videos without any editing, but if you're scripting it, which I really do suggest because it helps the video flow better, then you're gonna need to edit the video. But don't worry, there's free tools for all of that. So the first part, super simple. Just watch the video that you're recreating and write a script in Notepad or Google Docs while you're watching it. And obviously, again, don't copy it word for word. And if you don't want to script it word for word, you could, for the tutorial-based videos, just kind of put like bullet points of what order you're going to go in. But regardless, I'd suggest at least doing one of those ways, whichever way works better for you. I do teach the way I personally do it and give like script templates inside of my No Face YouTube course at nofaceyt.com if you want to learn all of that, where I go much more in depth about it, just so you know. But once you've got the script finished, that's where we have to actually record the video or screen record the video. And there are really only 2 main tools I suggest. The first one is the one I used for like ever, which was Camtasia. And that is a paid tool, and I have a free one I'll suggest. But the reason I like that one is because not only does it screen record, but right when you're done with recording, it shoots it right into the video editor, which is all built into Camtasia. So it's just super quick and easy. But if you can't afford Camtasia, which will be linked in the resources below, there is a free tool which is actually really good, and that's OBS Studio. So right here, just Google OBS Studio, and it's obsproject.com, and then you just download it completely free. And I'll show you a quick explanation of how it works, just so you can kind of understand it, since it's the free option, and probably more of you will use that. All right, so this will not look like this when you get started. Obviously, it will be completely empty here, nothing on the screen. I personally take it off studio mode because I just want one main thing. And then what you want to do is you want to go down here and add a scene. So just call it scene 1 or whatever you want. And then this is how it's going to look. Now on the sources side, you're going to click add, and then you're going to go to display capture right here. And then you can call it whatever you want. Display capture is fine, and hit OK. And then you're going to want to go to display 0. That's your actual screen it's going to show. So if we make this smaller, you can see it's showing your whole screen. Okay, so that's what it's gonna show, and then hit OK. And that's literally all you gotta do, besides set up your microphone, which if you don't have a USB microphone, I highly suggest going to Amazon and getting like the Blue Yeti or the Blue Snowball. I'll link both of those down below, but they're pretty inexpensive and they work great. Like this is the Blue Yeti. That's what I used for a very long time. And you would just go right here to set up your microphone. You'd hit this, and then you would go to properties, and then you would choose your microphone right there. All right. And then you literally just go here to start recording, and then you would just start recording. You would go to the screen and go here, and you'd be like, this is how to do this. This is how to do this. And then you go back when you're done and hit stop recording. And then if you go up here to file, show recordings, you can see right here, this one is from today at 1:05 p.m. And if we click on it, and then you would just start recording. And there you go. But yeah, so that's how you use OBS. Super simple. But like I said, if you are using OBS to record, you're gonna need a different editor than if you're using Camtasia, obviously. So there are free editors. And one that I found is actually really good for Windows is HitFilm Express. So that's completely free. If you're using Mac, you can use iMovie. So yeah, 2 free options right there. And again, don't use I don't know how to edit as an excuse. Just go to YouTube, and if you're using HitFilm Express, type in HitFilm Express tutorial. And there you go. There are some simple tutorials to follow. And one misconception about video editing is it's actually super hard to do, which is just not true. Editing is really easy. It's just a little time consuming. That's all. But now for step number 6, we have to actually upload the video. And this is where using Morning Fame comes so in handy. So the first part obviously is clicking up here and going to upload video. And then you'd either click here and upload your file or just drag the video on here. So this is just the OBS example I used. And then what I do is I bring it over here to half the size, and I take Morning Fame over here for half the size. Let's make this a little smaller. Make this a little smaller. And this is why it comes super in handy. So I select all of this, copy it, and paste it over here. So I click here, Control A, Control C, click over here, Control V. All right. And that's how quick you can do all of this. And if you were to just like type all of this and do it yourself, it's going to take a lot of time. Whereas if you have it already, it just speeds up the whole process. Okay. And then you would go down here and you would hit show more, and you would go down here, copy your tags to clipboard, and then paste your tags in here. And then you would just go over here to visibility, and you would either click public right here, and then you would hit publish, or you would just go to schedule right here and schedule it at a later date. However, there's one more important thing you have to do that I didn't mention. And if we go back to details right here, that thing is thumbnails. And thumbnails are arguably more important than the entire video, because you could have the best video in the world, but if people aren't clicking on your video because your thumbnail sucks, no one's gonna ever see that video. However, a tutorial on thumbnails could be a complete video on its own. So if you wanna learn how to create thumbnails that actually get people to click on your videos, along with learn how to do everything else I taught in this video, so much more in depth. Like I said, all of that and so much more is inside of my No Face YouTube course at nofaceyt.com. So if you're interested in starting a channel like this, or really any channel, and learning how to make money on YouTube with that channel without ever showing your face, I highly suggest going over there before the beta pricing is gone and the price goes way up. Also, I just launched an affiliate program for my courses, so you can actually earn 50% commissions, which means you just have to get 2 people to sign up and you get it completely free. And the only people who are able to promote my programs are the beta members. And I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to my program, having access to just ask me questions at any time is worth so much more than the price of the course itself. Because you buy some of these other courses, you can't even talk to the creator without paying them $1,000 to get on a coaching call with them. And then you just get to talk to them for 30 minutes and never again. With this, you can ask me questions anytime inside our private community, and you can even reach out to me via email or just DM, and I'll actually respond and help you with whatever you need. So again, if you're ready to take action and you want to get access to all of that knowledge and the insane giveaways I'm doing for my birthday month inside our private community, go to nofaceyt.com, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the inside. But that's all I got. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.